Alright, I'm back and I think I will just simply record another tutorial. If you just have recently watched my basic Octane tutorial, um, you probably maybe a happier person now. I hope so. I really hope so. But anyway, I think I thought I just record another tutorial right after this one, so we can play around with Octane a little bit more. And for this, I did grab my old Paladin scene where I created this shield and this sword and so on. And some people asked me if they can have the scene file and stuff like that. And today is the day where you can grab the scene file. I don't know what is really so great in the scene, but anyway, you can definitely grab it now because I will upload this scene file so you can play around with it as well. There is still a lot of old V-Ray stuff going on here in the scene, so we'll just simply delete all the materials right here. And I think there is a lot. I didn't even look at the scene right now, to be honest, and it seems like there is a lot of stuff not edited, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Shield complete, spheres. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to be textured, but anyway, this will definitely be fun. I will just change the resolution here right now. I will also change this here to Octane renderer and change the resolution here maybe to full HD. We could also go for 4K, but we are not insane, so I think this will not really be an option for us. Okay, so full HD will be definitely enough, and oh my god, I have a spider on my table, and normally I would now jump on a chair and scream like a little girl, but since I'm recording a tutorial, I will try to keep this to myself and just scream into myself, and I have absolutely no plan what to do with the spider right now. And I think, what am I doing with the spider? I think I will just simply, Jesus Christ, just keep her in a glass and throw her out the window. Jesus! Okay, I think I got this. Don't worry, I've got this. Okay, I think I will just pause the video, scream, let the spider out the window, and then come back. Okay, I'm back, and sorry for that. This wasn't really the best start for a tutorial, I guess. But anyway, sorry, really sorry about that. Yeah, I can't really work with spiders. This is definitely not working for me. Okay, but anyway, let's reload the scene right here, and as you can see, we have here now a nice diffuse render in pure white. And I think I did also create something where I don't know why I did create this. I probably had some kind of plan, but I did create this box here. And I think I will just delete the box here and we'll just leave the ground plane. And let me reload the scene once again. Okay, so here we go. And I think I want to create here something like maybe like a grass scene or something like that, you know, with some stones, and or maybe not grass, maybe let's just create some earth and stuff like that. Maybe this will work pretty well. Maybe some earth, maybe with some grass, and then we have those nice rocks here in the scene, and between this the sword and the shield, this can look pretty good. Okay, so I think we will just simply do that. Okay, alright, so let's create an Octane material, and let's go to, okay, this was a mixed material. Let's create a normal material, Octane material, and let's go to glossy, and let's go to the bump channel. I did create a noise already. I will use this noise for a different scene that I don't really want to talk about now, but you probably will see this scene as well. But I did create a nice noise, and Yes, Octane is working with Cinema 4D noises. And what you have to do, just simply go to bump, texture, noise, then just simply go to here, noise, add a noise. And then you have to set the noise to Booyah, octaves 8.5, global scale 200, relative scale 100, 100, 100, detail attenuation 385, delta 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this really has some impact, but high clip definitely has. So 63%, brightness minus 1%, contrast minus 14%. So just simply type this value in so you get the same noise. And if we go to Octane settings, if you look here at settings at shader to texture, and this is set to enable, then it will also convert something like a noise shader to a texture. So this will probably work. So let's reload. First of all, let's pull this onto our ground plane. I'll just rename this here quickly. Let's call this ground. And we will just simply pull this up here. And let's see if we get what I expect. Yes, we already have some bumpy in the scene. Okay. The only thing is what we can't really control this way is, I think, we can't really change how much bump we have. I mean, we can change the color. If we change this to a more grayish color, we will probably lose some bump, or we should lose some bump. And if we change here the white color to maybe something like black, this should also have some impact on this. Yes, okay. So now we have extremely less bump. Okay, so let's just simply set this here to white and this here to black. And I think I can still, I think this will be good enough. Okay, anyway, in the diffuse channel, we will load a texture. So Cinema 4D Octane image texture, you will get this texture as well. I just have to find this texture now. Yes, here we go. No. All right. And I think I have to change the texture here a little bit. So let's set this here. First of all, let's click on UV transform, projection. Let's open this up. Let's set this here to box. And now let's simply play around here with the scale. Okay, this was maybe a little bit too less. Something like that. Probably won't work so good in this scene, I think. What I have in mind. Let's just change this here back to 1, 1, and 1. Okay. Now this will probably not work this way like expected. Okay, so I guess I have to make a different ground. Well, maybe let's leave this ground and maybe let's pull some water above it. Let's just simply duplicate the ground, hold down the control key, left mouse click. Let's duplicate the ground and let's pull this a little bit upwards here. Something like that, okay. Let's reload the scene. All right, let's create a new material, shader Cinema 4D Octane material. Let's change this here to specular. Let's change the index to 1.33. Let's pull this here on our ground. All right. So now we have some water above our dirty earth texture, which will probably look good, I think. Can't really see too much right now, but I think it will be okay. The next thing I want to use is definitely a noise. So I will pull a noise right here. And I think I want to change this here to wavy turbulence. Does this already have an impact here? I think. Yes. And now we definitely have to play around with the values a little bit. Global scale. The really bad thing is if we use a noise, we always have to reload the scene to see the changes. But this shouldn't be really too bad. And let me also up the octaves, maybe to 20. Let's see what that does. Doesn't really look too bad. The problem is really that I don't really have too much okay, I can change the brightness. Can change it to something like that. So this should give me more bump. And then I will change the okay, it's just way too much. We'll just change the brightness to something like that. The problem is normally if you load a bump map, you just go texture, cinema for the Octane image texture, and inside the image texture you can control the bump amount via the float. Since this is not possible here because we don't have such a slider inside the noise, we need to control the bump value with the color. So I will just simply try to control this with the high clip and low clip and the brightness. To change my bump amount around. Okay, so this doesn't really look too good right now. Maybe global scale, something like 500. Let's see how this looks. Okay. Let's maybe change also the relative scale a little bit. Okay, this might look a little bit better. This looks already a little bit like waves, but I think I still have to pull up the global scale to something like 900 maybe. Yes, I think this looks a little bit better. So I just want to have a little bit of waves going on here, and I just want to see when I look at this, at my shield and on my sword and also on the rocks, I just want to see some waves going on in the scene. And I think I will just change the low clip to something like that, so I can see them a little bit better. Yes, and I also want to have this rock formation here inside my scene. Okay. Doesn't look too perfect right now, but I think it's getting there. So we can also pull up the cycles here. Oh wow, okay, this is definitely not what we want. Let's pull them a little bit down, 0.9, something like that. Let's try it again. Okay, the problem is this is really not mixed enough. I think I will just simply change the protection here to something like, maybe something like spherical. Let's reload this here. Okay, this really doesn't look too good. Let's try it with cylindrical. Nope. Let's try it with UV mapping. Yes, this might work, I think. This might really work. Okay, so we'll just leave it. We might change this a little later on anyway. Okay, so the next thing, what is really important for us is definitely the gold material and also the silver material. So we'll just simply create an Octane material, go to specular, no, not specular, sorry for that, glossy. Change the index to really high, maybe something like 8. Diffuse, like I said in my Octane basic tutorial, we'll change this to something like 15% black for metal materials, and then just go with the specular layer and just simply search for my gold color. Maybe something like that, and just simply apply this here to our sword. But now we have to find all the rights. Okay, I think first of all I will apply this to the shield. So the cross will definitely be golden. So let's reload this here. Okay, it's not really the gold color I'm looking for, but I can change the color later on anyway. So here for the spheres I will just pull this gold color as well. And anything else on the shield? No, I think that's it. And for my sword, Let me just check this. Let me pull this up. Okay, no. There I definitely don't want to have my gold. I think I want to have it here. No. That's the silver color. Okay, because I can already see here in the perspective view where the material will be applied, and there it's definitely not the right way. What's here going on? Yes, okay, here I definitely want to have some gold. Okay, and I think this was also golden, I think, and also here the tape was also golden, I think. Yes, something like that. Okay, and I also definitely want to change the roughness here to something like 0.05 maybe. And I want to change the color a little bit in the specular, maybe to something brighter. Maybe something like that. Yeah, might look good. I mean, we can still do a lot of stuff with the color in post work anyway. But I think we are good so far. I definitely also want to get in some lightning, and I'm thinking about maybe a daylight system, or we can use an HDRI. That's a good question. I have absolutely no clue right now. I think I will try it first of all with a daylight. So let's pull in a daylight, and let's set the timer to something like 8 o'clock, and also enable the expression. Alright, let's reload the scene. Okay, this might already look good, but I'm not 100% satisfied. Let's also change this here to true light. This will definitely also give us a different impact. Okay, this is really white, but doesn't look too bad. And what's going on here, by the way? Huh? What's that? Probably the tiling of the noise, which doesn't look too good, I think. But anyway, we can change this later on. Okay, so first of all, let's fix the lighting. It's a little bit too bright, I think. Let's maybe set this. Let's set this here to 10 o'clock. Okay, so we'll just simply get brighter. Let's maybe try it with 17. So really late in the afternoon. Doesn't look too bad. Let's try it with 18. 18 o'clock in the summer. Well, this looks pretty good, I think. We can still change the power here a little bit if you want to. We can pull up the power, we can pull it down. But I think a value of 1 was pretty good. And then we can also change around the noise offset if you want to. Yes, this looks pretty good, I think. Okay, alright. And we can also change the sun size a little bit so we get softer shadows. Maybe let's set the sun size to something like 2. And let's also change the sky maybe to something brighter. Yeah, maybe something like that. I think I like that. I think I already like that. Okay, and let's also create a camera from this spot right here. Next thing we want to do is smoke a cigarette. Or not. Better would be not, but in my case, definitely. And then we just apply Octane tag, Octane camera tag to our camera. We could have just created an object Octane camera right here, but anyway. And enable the camera imager. We can also adjust here a little bit of stuff. Let's change the curves maybe a little bit. Let's see what we can get out of this picture. Not much, because we are not in the camera right now. Okay, now we are. So let's change the curves a little bit. Okay, so this doesn't look too bad right now. But I didn't find the right curve yet. I think I will change this later on in Photoshop and After Effects. It's always nice to play around with this stuff, but I think right now it's probably not the best time. So I think I will just leave this at basic Aquacolor Futura 100 CD. I think I definitely have a spelling problem today. Well, maybe not only today, maybe always, who knows. Maybe you can tell, guys. I also want to tick on post-processing just to try it out, what we can get here if we pull up a little bit of diffusion, stuff like that, and maybe also some glare power. Well, might look nice, but not right now. Just a little bit maybe. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's jump out of the camera. So we have our basic view for the final shot, I think. We can still change this later on. Next thing I want to do is duplicate this gold material. And let me also call this gold. And now we will create our silver material. So which will just change the specular here to a silver material. And now we'll just simply, I will just click in the scene on my, when I'm here in object mode, I just have to click on this and Cinema 4D will automatically show me where I have to apply my material. Where this object is. Okay, so this is silver, this looks pretty good. Then I wanna texture this part, right. Okay, let me disable the daylight for now. Then I wanna texture this part right here. And this is that one. Okay, let's reload this. Okay, looks pretty good. Maybe an HDRI will be better for lightning because it's not reflecting really much, but we could also just pull in a plane and put a picture on it to get some more reflections. Because metal will not really look that great if it's not reflecting much, but anyway. Next thing I want to texture is this. I think this will be a gold material right here, and the inside will be some kind of a diamond, I think. And I also want to texture this here the inside, I think. Here is the hilt. Why is this? Anyway, let's reload this. Yes, perfect. Okay. And the next thing I want to create is a red glass material. So let's create shader octane material. Let's rename this red glass. And let's change this here to specular. And let's go to transmission. Change this to a really red color. Maybe something like that. So 78.571% in the V. R200. S 100%, okay, and let's pull this exactly here on this one right here. Yes, nice. Okay, so I think this is, and I think I also want to change the silver material a little bit. Let's make this a little bit brighter, something like that maybe. Yes, I think this looks a little bit better. Okay, and let's tick on the Octane daylight again and let's jump into our camera and let's see what we get. Maybe I want to change the camera a little bit, maybe to something like that. And I also want to change the sun a little bit because the sword here is completely doesn't get any sunlight, which I don't really like. So let's just simply play around with the north offset. When the sun comes from there, I don't know if I really like that. Hard to tell. I think I also have to move this rock here a little bit. Which one is it? This one. Okay. Let me jump out of the camera and let me move this over here. Maybe this helps a little bit. No, not really. We're just moving back. Let's move the rock back. Okay. And let's just change this here a little bit. Maybe there's something like that. If I pull now up the post-processing, this will give us some nice results, I think. Because the sun hits here directly the sword, which looks pretty good. And also if you pull up the bloom power, this will probably look pretty good. Okay, we'll do this in post-work, I think, anyway. Just want to see a quick preview here, how this can look. Okay, perfect. So we'll tick this off. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I definitely want to texture those rocks. So a good site that will come in handy for nice textures is always cgtextures.com. So here we are, CG Textures, and we will just simply type in rock. And let's see what we get. Okay, so we definitely can choose here from some things. From some textures. Let's see what fits us the best. Really a good question. I have absolutely no clue right now. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that will look, maybe something like that. Like that. I don't know. Let's open up this one. Let's open up this one. I just want to really have a big texture. Log into download. Okay, we'll just simply log in. Okay, I just logged in. Perfect. So I will just download. Good question. Absolutely no clue. Let's just download this one. Okay, and let's load this texture. Go to Create, Shader, Cinema 4D Octane, Octane Material, Diffuse Texture, Cinema 4D Octane Image Texture. Let's jump in and let's load our file. Alright, load it. And let's just simply pull this up on our rocks. And let's see how this looks like. And I think I did pull this here on the wrong one. Okay. We definitely need some bump to make this look a little bit more realistic. So let's just copy this channel, pull it into the bump, paste channel. And now we can just simply set the type here to alpha. I think this will create automatically a black and white map of this. At least I hope so. I think so. Let's just jump out of the camera. I want to look a little bit closer if we have some bump here going on. And this is really some weird texturing right here. This might be because of the UV mapping. So we probably have to change this. But first of all, let me see if I get any bump. I don't think so, to be honest. Let's just leave this at normal. I think normal will give us at least a little bit of bump. I mean, I could change this right here to a black and white map anyway, inside of Photoshop quickly. Or can I use something like a colorizer on this? Yes, I can. Okay, that's even better. Let's change this to black and white. And let's reload the scene. This might give us some bump now. Yes, I think it does. Displacement would be really much appreciated in Octane. I'm really waiting for it. I can't wait till it will be released. To be honest, I really can't wait for displacement. I think this is really the one big feature that is really missing in Octane right now, is definitely displacement. But anyway, so we'll just jump into this image texture and we'll just hit on projection, I think, and we'll see if I can map this a little bit better, maybe with cylindrical. I'm not sure if I can see this update right here. Is it even working? I think I have, before of this, I have to click on UV transform. Let's try it with box. Perspective. Why is it not working? Okay, I think this is definitely my fault, and I think it's way too early in the morning to really work at my best level. I just simply did this in the bump channel, which is probably not the best way because it's absolutely okay that I don't see anything right here. So we'll just simply do this in the diffuse channel, which is probably a better idea. So let's click on UV transform, projection. Let's open up the projection and let's change this here to cylindrical. And as you can see, there is definitely something changing. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I should really maybe sometimes get some sleep before I record something. But yeah. Well, maybe... I think I will just turn down the scale a little bit. No. No good idea. I don't think that cylindrical will really work here. Box probably doesn't as well. UV definitely not. We already know that. Maybe it's... hard to tell. Let's change this down here. Something like that, maybe. Let me just check this. No, this doesn't really look good. Okay. Let's just go with box for now. Reset, okay. Okay. Maybe like this. Maybe I just don't like the color of the rocks. This could easily be that I don't like the color. Maybe we can, yeah. Let's just change the rotation a little bit, maybe. Maybe that makes it look a little bit better. I don't really like the rocks yet. I mean, we could really improve those rocks a lot if we would have displacement. I mean, honestly, displacement would be so fat right now, but anyway, we don't have it, so can't really complain about it. Yeah, I think I will just leave it right there right now. But I really want to make a nice shot right here. And this is not perfect for a nice shot yet. Okay, but anyway. And I think I will also now change this plane where we have the water. Let me just pull up an object tag on it. Let me set this to mesh number 1. And let me create another camera right here. I think I like this view a little bit better. Octane camera, okay. And let's change this plane a little bit from the here in the height. So maybe I still get a little, so I still see a little bit. It's not really updating. Let me maybe also put an object tag also on the second ground, where we have this earth texture object tag, and let me set this to mesh 2. And now let's see if that helps. Let's reload this here. Yeah, something like that. Do we have some water here now? I don't think so. But there should be some water. Yeah, no. Almost. Okay, I think where Where is this ground texture located? Object, height, width, coordination 0. Okay, let's set this here to 0.05. 0.01. Okay, what's going on here? Why does it look like that right now? Let's change this to 0.02. Okay. 0.05. This is really weird. Because I want to see a little bit of the ground and I also want to see a little bit of the water. Why is this not working? Because this water should be definitely translucent, but it's not working like expected and I have absolutely no clue why. Let's maybe, I mean, this shouldn't have any impact if I add here an SSS to this. Scale at 0.01. No. And I just simply want to see a little bit of this dirt and a little bit of this bump from this dirt. This would be really my main concern here, but it's not really working. So right now it's just white. Right now it's just white water. If there is any water. Let's change this to 0.02, 0.05, 0.01. Okay, then I get this weird thing again, where I have absolutely no clue what's going on. And if I change this here to 0.011, I only have water and no dirt. Okay, so this is not working like expected. Okay, let's try something else. Let's disable this one ground, this water texture right here. And this will really depend on the view, I think. Yes, if I think the ground texture is simply not perfect. If I would make a shot like this right here, I mean, this would really look pretty good because it still looks something like water because of the IOR of the material and also of the roughness. If I change the roughness here down to 0, you can see this now looks like water. Just simply change here this to 1.33 and I still would have some bump on it. But as soon as I change the camera upwards, so we can see a little bit more, we can definitely see the ground texture with almost no bump, and this doesn't look really too good. I will just simply, I think I will delete this ground texture. I cannot work with that, so it's just simply water or not. Okay. And I definitely did see the ground as I just saw, because if I activate now my water, the underground is definitely black. So yeah, there is definitely something going on here. Okay. Okay. Anyway, what can we do to improve the scene a little bit more? I mean, we have some basic rocks, we have the sword, we have the shield, but this doesn't really look too good, I think. Here we also have some nice sunlight, as you can see. You can see the sun here on the water, which also looks pretty good. Another thing that we should do now is create another material and make this here glossy and pull this on our shield. I would just click here on the shield and small shield, big shield. Okay. Okay, I think here it should be gold on those two parts, and here it should be glossy. Yes, okay, perfect. We could also change the color here to something else. I mean, original this shield was white. We could also change this here to something like black. Not absolutely black, but something like that. Yes, and maybe also pull up the IOR, maybe something like 1.8, 1.6 maybe, 1.4 might be enough. And we could also add a little bit more rough. No, I think I will just get rid of the roughness. A little bit. 0.02 maybe, something like that. Let's see how the shield looks. Looks pretty. I think in white it looks better. We can really play around with the color here a little bit. Let's try it with a red shield. Looks also pretty nice. Red shield looks really, really cool. But I think we should make it look maybe more metal-like. Maybe something like red metal. Let's pull up the index to something like 6. And now let's just simply change the diffuse here. Something like this, and specular something like this. I mean, this looks really, really nice. No, it doesn't. I don't like it. I don't know. I think I just don't like it. This is just really just playing around a little bit. But this looks nice. Also here with a red specular. Which can definitely happen sometimes with some materials. That also the specular is red, and this way it looks really, really cool. But it doesn't really fit into the scene, I think, if we have a red shield there. I don't know. Let's maybe... This is not just really playing around, but I really want to try out some stuff. Let's maybe try it with normal silver. This would also look pretty good. White silver, something like that. Something like orange. Okay. Bluish. Yes, pink. Pink is definitely the color I want for my paladin shield. I think white is okay. I will just simply change the IR down to 1.6 and change the specular here to complete black and change the diffuse here to white. Something like that. Yes, I think this way it definitely looks the best. You can't see so many reflections on the shield this way, but it doesn't really matter much, I think. And I think a closer look on the shield and onto the sword can't hurt anyway. But I also want... This looks pretty good, I think. And I think I definitely want to get rid now of this splitting here now on the water, which probably is because of the noise, and I also will create a new camera right here. If I like a spot, I just simply create a new camera, so I have definitely some cameras, some spots to choose from. I think I will just create a diamond now. Octane material. What was the IOR of a diamond right now? What was the IOR? I think 2 point. Good question. 2.17. Might this be correct? Well, let's check this. Okay, here we have it. 2.417. 2.417, so even higher. 2.417. Okay. And this will probably not look too good, since this isn't a real diamond inside here, but we will just check this. Let me click on the inside here. Also, this looks a little bit weird, I think. I think I have to scale this a little bit. Otherwise, I'm not happy. Oh, wow. This is completely messed up, as you can see. This is anywhere. I can probably not fix that right now. Okay, so let's just leave it. Let's pull the diamond on there. Okay, so here we go, and I think this was also red. Let's pull the transmission to something like reddish. Okay, let's also pull up the dispersion a little bit. I don't know if we really can see that in the final view anyway, but at least it's there. And I think I will change the rotation of the sword a little bit. Here I have the sword. And let's just rotate it. Yeah, maybe something like that. Let's reload the scene. This might look okay. And now I want to get rid definitely of this splitting here on the noise. This is really, really annoying. Let's see what we can do there. Let's maybe change this here to okay, cubic even makes it worse. UV mapping. Does the length really change anything? Yes, it does, I think. How can I get rid of this? Probably only if I get rid of the bump. Yes. Haha! Oh, sweet mother. Let's maybe change the global scale to something like 1500. Maybe that helps. Nope, it does not. What could help? What could help? In this case, I could just simply move the ground a little bit till we get rid of this stuff. No! God damn it! Okay, this will not work this way. Maybe let's just play around with the relative scale. Nope. This will also not really help. This is because of the tiling, and this is not really good. What can I do here? I really have absolutely no plan. I have no plan. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Let's change this here radically to spherical, which will mess up our bump anyway. Okay. Well, I think there is not really a way. Well, maybe let me try something. Okay, oh well, I think this works. I did just pull up the global scale here, something to 1844%. And I did also change the resolution here of the shader to texture to something bigger, to 2480 by 2480 by 2480. And I think this definitely helps a little bit to get rid. So we just simply have a bigger map now. And I think also the global scale helped a little bit. But I think we are finally there now. I think this works now pretty good for us. And I think I also have to pull down my sword here a little bit to the shield, because otherwise it looks like it's flying, which is not really good. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's check the materials here. I think this looks really pretty good. Okay. And let's maybe also pull the shield a little bit down so it's inside the water. Let's take the sword and the shield and let's pull it a little bit downwards. Yes, I think this looks pretty cool. We could also make a close-up shot like that, which might also look pretty good. Okay, and now I just want to find a better angle for our camera. To be honest, don't take this tutorial too serious. I just thought after this basic tutorial I'll also make a little bit of a fun tutorial and finally pull out my paladin scene. And I'm just simply playing around with this scene now and playing around a little bit with stuff. There is absolutely nothing planned on this tutorial, so I didn't have any plan in my head on what I really want to create and how this will finally look and stuff like that. So this is really just coming, everything is coming up right now. This is also why it takes some time, even though I'm not doing so much and there is not so much in the scene. But I'm really just simply playing around with stuff and so yeah. So I hope you're not too mad and you still get the scene file and maybe you still learn something. Who knows? Who knows? I think I still want to play around here with the north offset a little bit. If I have the sun here on my water, this would probably look pretty dope. But yeah, where was it? I just had it, I think. I just had the sun on my water. Yeah, there it goes. This looks also pretty nice, but I don't like the overall lighting then. This is really bad. Maybe let's pull up the power. No, we shouldn't pull up the power. We can also change the turbidity. Oh, now they changed the power. That's not good. Let's maybe change the turbidity to something like 3. And I think I still have to change the north offset. I really don't like from where the sun comes from. Yeah, maybe something like that. And let's change the power to 1.5. No, I don't want to have... well, maybe I want to have more softer shadows. Okay, I think it doesn't really have too much impact here in this scene. Okay, anything else I could change? Maybe I could use an area light to light the sword a little bit better. Combined with the sunlight. Well, I think I can just simply change the time here maybe. And get the sunlight a little bit higher. So it just hits more stuff. Let's maybe do it something like that. And now let me just change the north offset again. Now it's definitely also lightening the sword. Now it's definitely also lightening the sword. And now I can also see here the sun. And I think I have to change down the turbidity to 2. But it's just way too bright. I don't really like this bright look. Let's maybe change this here to 8 o'clock. Maybe that helps. And we can also see here the sun. It's really hard to tell. Let's try it with 7 o'clock. I'll make this look a little bit better. So early morning sun, something like that. We can also change this here to south and this to west. Okay. So let's change this here to 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Let's change the power maybe to 2. Let's change this here to 11. Oh, this looks pretty cool, I think. Let's maybe change the power to 1.5. Maybe 1.2. And also change the north offset maybe. a little bit. Okay, I think I can leave it like that, and I also want to change now the rendering from direct lighting to path tracing. Okay, and this was also my mistake. As you can see now, we can see the ground through the water. If you're working with direct lighting and stuff like that isn't working, you just simply have to up the specular depth to a value till you're satisfied. I think you don't have, or is it the glossy depth? No, it's not the glossy depth, definitely not. Maybe it's the diffuse depth. Oh, and I think you also have to change this to GI diffuse, sorry. Here we go, and now it's working. Specular depth 1, 3, and at 3 it's already working. But let's change this just simply to path tracing. Oh, sweet mother, this was really my mistake. Sorry for that. But I don't want to see the ground now anyway, so we'll just simply delete the ground. No! Oh, this was my mistake. I think I will just simply change the length here to a smaller value. Maybe there's something like 10. Maybe there's something like 2. So I can't see too much here. Is this even working now? I might have to change this here in the protection. In the projection. So just simply scale this down here. We could just use some kind of a stone texture, so like many stones. Let's just find something stone. Yeah, maybe something like that, but there's a little bit of grass in it, which I don't really like. I mean, I could just simply cut this away inside. Yeah, something like that. This looks good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, let me just download this file. Thanks. Okay, and now we'll just simply load this gravel texture. Alright, loaded. And now we'll just simply pull up the scale. Let's just click on reset and let's see how this looks. Okay, this is way too big. Definitely want to make this smaller. Also here smaller. Oh no, not so small. Don't really want to see the tiling. And I think I also want to have a little bit dirtier water. So what I could do is I could work here with the absorption. Which will not really do much right now, I think. But I also have to change transmission maybe to something like a dirty water. Something like this, maybe. Yes. Okay. Now let's also change this back here, maybe to 0.01. And let's give it a little bit. Let's try to make it a little bit brighter. So we can see a little bit through, but not too much. Maybe something like that. No, it's too much. Maybe something like that. I think this looks good. I think we can see through a little bit, but not too much, which is pretty okay. And I still want to change the lighting. I still don't like the lighting. I don't know what it is. When I'm not satisfied, it's just simply I can't render it out. It's impossible for me. And I'm always hitting the power slider. This is really absolutely awesome. I think now for the third time or something like that, I'm playing around with the power slider instead of the north offset. I think I have just to change the time here, maybe. No! Yes. Whoa. Okay. Let's change back the power to 1. Okay. Maybe an HDRI is still the better solution, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, here we can see the sun. I think this looks pretty nice. I think I will just leave it right here. I think I will just leave it, and I think I will still change a little bit the color of the shield. I don't really like this pure white, to be honest. As you can see, when we change this down, also we can see the reflection a little bit better. Maybe I really want to have a black shield, which would also look pretty nice. Or something like a dark red shield. This really depends on us, to be honest. Also pull up the roughness. I don't think I want to do so. 0.02, something like that, yes. And let's change the index down maybe to something like 1.3, so we can keep a little bit more of the color. I think like this it looks pretty good. I think this is, this is really just a matter of taste. This is just really me playing around now till I find a color I'm satisfied with. And this is also absolutely clean, the shield. Normally I would try to make this now really dirty and stuff like that, and also maybe put some scratches here on the sword. This is really absolutely 100% clean, which I don't really like. So this shouldn't be really a 100% realistic shot. This should be just really, I don't know, me playing around, and you just simply maybe see how I do stuff and maybe learn something and things like that. So yeah, I think I do like it, but maybe something like that. This looks pretty good. Maybe even a little bit more. Yes, this looks pretty cool. I think this color I really like. I think this looks really, really nice. And we'll also pull up the power of the sun a little bit more. Maybe 1.5. Okay, now we'll just jump into my camera. And I think I will also add a little bit of depth of field, and I will just use the focus, and we'll try to get this here into focus. So the stone here and the stones here in the back get a little bit out of focus, and the shield and the sword get a little bit more into focus. And I think this is just too much aperture. Let's just simply set this here to 1, so we get a little bit of DOF right here. And I think I also want to enable the camera image. Let's maybe pull the ISO up a little bit. No, we don't want to pull up the ISO. It's just way too much. I think I will now just simply play around a little bit with the curves here till I find something that I really like. It's a little bit greenish. Maybe something like that. I think I like this one, and let me also enable the post-processing. And the bloom is okay, but what's going on here? We definitely need to change down the glare power. Okay. What is this here? Here's absolutely nothing on the water, but the glare definitely freaks out as hell. Okay, I think I will just simply do this then in post-work. Anyway, okay. Anything else I want to add? I think a little bit more DOF couldn't hurt. Maybe let's pull this up a little bit more. I just changed it down. Now I want to pull it up a little bit more. I know this might be a little bit crazy, but anyway, 1.5. Okay, and let's set the aperture edge maybe also to 2. And anything else I want to change? I think I'm still not satisfied with those rocks, but I mean, I could just try to use the other texture that I had in mind. Where is it? This one. This might look better, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's see what I can do in post-work. Maybe I can change this a little bit better. And I also want to change the Cause Explorer here to 1, so the water clears up a little bit better. I think this will definitely help. Russian Roulette Probe, I don't think we want to use this, and max depth 8 will also be more than enough. And keep environment can also be ticked on. All right. Okay, one last tweak. Let's change the sun a little bit. Okay, but so we'll lose the sun here. Okay, let's just keep it. I will just close this. Octane will automatically save those settings. And I would just simply go here to output 1020 by 1080. Let me open this up once again, and I think I will just go with how many max samples. I think I will just pull the max samples here to 2000. So at 2000 samples, it will just simply stop rendering the image. I think 2000 might be enough for this image. And I will also go for a float buffer, so 32-bit image. And also let me save this here as an OpenAXR on the desktop for now. Palatine Pro more extended. Okay. Okay, I think this is good. That should be fine. Everything should be fine. Okay. So let's click on Render to Picture Viewer and let's see. I mean, this will now definitely look a little bit different, and this is because we are rendering this out in 32-bit, and this is definitely not the shot I was looking for. I think I have to change the camera now a little bit. Since I did close this window, this did change everything around a little bit, so I need the live viewer again. Yeah, to get my final look back. Which will not be that easy, I think. Something like that. Yes, this looks pretty cool, I think. Okay, already found it. And let's go to Render to Picture Viewer. And as you can see, the color really looks a little bit different. And like I said, this is because we are now rendering in 32-bit. And I'm still... Am I crazy or something? What's going on today? What? Oh. Oha. I guess I have some animation going on probably in the scene. This is why my camera changes, which is not really good. Do I have some animation going on anywhere? Hello? Okay, this is... Heh. Okay, let me try this once again. Let me try to adjust the camera once again. Hello. Okay. Okay, I simply don't get it. Okay, now it's working. And I think I don't want to be that close. I think I can't really rely on the live viewer right now. I really have to look here into the scene. Something like that. Okay. Perfect. So now render to picture viewer. And now we'll also smoke my last cigarette, I guess. And let's see how fast this clears up. I mean, it's rendering really fast, and I mean this is past tracing right now, and it's rendering with only one 780 GTX with 4.73 ms a second. So this is really nice, really good. I think this will clear up pretty nice, and we don't have a lot of hot pixels in the scene, so this looks really good. And as you can see, also this bump, I mean, probably have to work on this a little bit more, but as you can see, it also gives us this little bit blurry reflections on the water, which looks really cool. I'm still not 100% satisfied here with the bump on the water. I think it's just too small. Should be a little bit bigger. There are just too many distortions on the water, so they should definitely be scaled out a little bit more, but I think I will just finally render this out like this right now. Okay, I will just pause this video and show you this again when it hits 2000 samples. Alright, so it's done. 14 minutes was the render time for 2000 subpixels. I think this is absolutely okay with one 780 GTX. So we'll just simply save this now and bring it into Photoshop. And let me open up Photoshop quickly. Alright, so here we go. Here we have our picture now in Photoshop. 32-bit, which is pretty good. Gives us a lot of stuff to play around with. And I will use filter camera raw filter first of all, before I do anything else. And I will definitely change the... Okay. This seems really overexposed here. Jesus, okay. Now we can also change the tint here a little bit of the picture. Can change the temperature. Or maybe something like that. Contrast. Maybe something like that. Clarity, yes, I want to have a little bit more clarity. Or maybe not. Or maybe something like that. Let me click on... Okay, this is really weird. Because this is so white here, the camera raw filter definitely does some weird stuff here. How can I change this? Never had this problem before with the camera raw filter, to be honest. Vibrance and saturation is doing absolutely nothing, that's clear. That's really nice. Why would you do something like that? Why? Why would you do that to me? Okay, bye camera raw filter. We'll just go with the magic bullet photo looks then. Okay. Same shit, different day. Let's just convert it then. Mode 16-bit. Don't merge. Alright, and let me now use the camera raw filter. Thanks. Okay, alright. So something like that I think looks pretty cool. Contrast. Yeah, maybe something like that. Highlights. Maybe shadows. Maybe leave the shadows a little bit more. Looks better, I think. Whites are already white enough. Blacks. Okay. And clarity. As you can see, if you pull up the clarity, we still have a little bit of noise in the picture. Normally we could definitely use some kind of noise reduction plugin, but in this case I will just simply pull down the clarity a little bit, and vibrance we can just simply leave. Then we can also, with the HSL, control different colors. So here we can control the reds, we don't have too much of those. Then here we can change the oranges, so the orange color of the sun, as you can see, right here on the stone. So this will be really red, yellow. I think I want to go for something like orange, something like that. And then we can also change the yellows a little bit. This should also have some impact on our gold material, as you can see. Okay, something like that looks pretty good, I think. Green, I don't think we have any green here in the scene. Okay, this will change our water, the blues. So we can also change our watercolor if we want to. And here we can change the color of our shield. And this also has a little bit impact on our water. Maybe something like that. Okay, alright. Saturation, we could still change the saturation of the water here. So we could completely take out the water, which also looks pretty cool, I think. I think I will just simply do that, and I think I will also take away maybe the sun color. So we only have some color from on the shield. Well, let's maybe leave some sun color. I mean, I don't want to go for a complete black and white image, so we'll just simply switch this a little bit upwards. But this also has a little bit of impact on our stone, which is not too good. I mean, this would really look dope if this wouldn't impact the stone as well. Maybe something like that. I think I can live with that. That's also here on the stone a little bit. And we also can add here, where is it in the FX, a nice vignetting. So as you can see, here we can add a little bit of vignetting. Okay. Can also change the roundness a little bit. Highlights. No. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. Let's click on OK. And I think I still want to get rid a little bit of the blues. Let's go Filter Magic Bullet Photo Looks. And let's delete everything I got here. Let's go to Post, Range as L. And let's pull in the blues here, which also has some impact on my shield, which is really weird. Maybe, okay. Okay, here we go. When I pull this in, this should definitely get rid of the blue here in the back. Okay, pretty good. And I think I also want to get, okay, orange. Getting rid of the orange is not so good. Also yellow is probably not a not a good idea. Okay, I think I just have to live with the stone, that this stone also have some color. I mean, I could just simply mask this out and make this black and white as well, if I want to, but to be honest, this is just really... I don't want to put too much work in this right now. We also could add a little bit of chromatic aberration. Just to have it. Something like that, maybe. Well, not. Yes, something like that, maybe. And another thing that we could add, what else could we add? Good question. Film grain. Vignette we already added. Haze flare. A little bit of diffusion. Diffusion might also look good. Oh, not so much. Just a little bit here. Okay. And let's change down the glow. Just to 0. No. Something like that. Highlights only. And let's change the grade to something like... Let's set the grade to 1. This will just give us a little bit of diffusion. And let's click on finished. Okay. And I really think I want to make this here black and white, to be honest. Let me just make a quick mask here. Okay. How is this working again? How is this working again? I think I will just create a mask like that. Delete this and then create here a mask for this here. Make this black. I don't think it's working like that. How can I do this again? I don't remember right now. That's bad. That's really bad, 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 bad. It's so easy and I can't remember it. That's pretty good. Maybe the complete shot in black and white. Maybe this looks good. Maybe not. No, I just want to have this part here black and white. To be honest, I don't even need a layer mask. I can just simply cut this out here, bring it to a new layer, edit, cut, edit, paste. No! Oh, okay. And image adjustments, black and white. Yes. This doesn't really fit with the color of the... with the rest of the object. To be honest, I think I will just leave it right here and maybe make the complete image black and white, because I think this also looks good. I can't really change this here, only this, because this also has an impact here. The water, I would need to find the same color as the water if I change this here separately to black and white, and I think this is just too much work now. And we could leave it like that if we want to, and I think just a normal black and white overall will also look pretty good. I think there are some nice black and white filters somewhere here in the presets of I mean, there are definitely some nice filters, some nice pre-filters, but I'm just looking for the black and white filters right now. Black and white crunch, auto art. This also looks pretty good, I think. Anyway, yeah, maybe something like that. I think I like it. I like it more like this. I will just leave it right there. Okay, so this was me playing around with the Paladin scene. Maybe you learned some stuff. As you can see, I'm really just playing around a lot of the time with my things till I like them. Normally, I would really just try to get everything done, since this is really just a simple tutorial or follow-up tutorial to the basic tutorials or basic tutorial of Octane. It wasn't really my intent to create a super realistic, super amazing, awesome scene. I just thought put a little bonus tutorial up and also give you guys finally the Paladin scene for those guys who were waiting for it. And maybe the one or the other have learned a little bit or a little bit something. And yeah, this was really my only concern to create this. So I hope you had at least a little bit of fun. I definitely had some fun, at least with the spider. And yeah, for more free tutorials and premium tutorials you can buy, please visit my website cursestudio.com. And yeah, I wish you a nice day, and I hope I can put up a new tutorial really soon. Okay, so have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.